And essentially, you guys, you can see this information graphically. You can see 2 points. Or here I've got a table of values. So here it says the table below represents the number of presents under the Smith's Christmas tree for 4 consecutive days. Which equation best describes the data? So apparently the Smiths have quite a bit of money. Maybe they got a lot of kids, but as the days go up, the number of presents in the tree under the tree goes up. And they're saying it makes a line of points. So I would ask you, do presents lead to days? The days lead to presents. I hope you guys would say days lead to presents. And I've got several points of information, and they form a line. So how do I get an equation? How many points do we need? I hope you guys said 2. I'll just pick the easiest points I can find. And you should always write these as coordinates, because that's what you guys are used to working off of. So 3 days leads to 10 presents. 6 days leads to 16 presents. And now it's just like the last problem. What do we have to find on our line in either point-slope model or slope-int model? And the answer is the slope. Point-slope, slope-int. They both require the slope. So we need to go back to our slope formula. M equals y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Put in the coordinates into that formula. x1, y1, x2, y2. We're looking for the change in the variables. That's what slope means, the amount of change in the variables. So 16 minus 10 over 6 minus 3. So I'm getting 6 over 3, which is a slope of 2. Okay? If I use my point slope model, I would go y minus y1 is m times x minus x1. And then it's very simply just a matter of plugging in one of your points with the slope into this model, and you got an instant equation. So I would do that. So y minus the y coordinate is 10 equals the slope, which we determined was 2, times x minus 3. All right, from there I'm going to simplify this using my distributive property. So y minus 10 equals 2x minus 6. Get y by itself, add 10, add 10. So y equals 2x plus 4. Okay, now again, at the end of this thing, maybe they will give you an equation with y and x, but I would highly doubt it. Y, remember, y stood for your presents or days. And I hope you'd say it's the presents, and x is the days. So it makes a lot of sense at the end of these to change this to what it actually represents. Y is presents, x is days, and now I've got a formula for how many presents based off how many days underneath the Smith's Christmas tree. And what's important about that is now I can answer all sorts of questions. They could say, 47 days go by and how many presents would you have? And you'd have 98 presents under the Christmas tree. All right, you'd have to get a bigger tree maybe, or a bigger living room. But this would be your equation there. Okay, so I hope that helps. 2 points makes a line. Given 2 points, we can make a linear equation.